Hello everybody and welcome back to Crypto Live Leak. My name is Ken Garofalo and we are here at Futurist 19 in Toronto, Canada. We have the pleasure of speaking with Chris, the Tech Operations Coordinator for Brave. How are you doing today, Chris?
Great. Nice to be on this interview. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, absolutely. We're really glad to have you today. Our platform really respects what you guys are doing. So first, let's talk a little bit about your background, what got you into crypto, and what specifically got you into Brave.
So in university, I studied computer science and philosophy. And I find the intersection of those two things is blockchain, really. Blockchain is like a distributed ledger technology, and there's a lot of smart computer scientists here, but they're all really motivated by very deeply philosophical ideas, decentralization, a more ethical world, peer-to-peer. So I was really attracted to the space for that reason. In terms of Brave itself, after computer science, I started embarking on becoming a web developer, and I really love the JavaScript stack for some reason. And so I looked up, hey, who is the creator of JavaScript? And I looked up what he was doing, and I found out that it was Brendan, our CEO and founder now at Brave.
So give us a little insight, like what is Brave?
So Brave is a pro-privacy web browser. It blocks all third-party ads and trackers by default that track you across websites. And we do this out of the box. You don't need to install any extensions. It's all implemented natively. And the other thing that we do is that we have a crypto wallet built into the browser. And the idea is that if you opt into advertising, if you want to see privacy-respecting ads that you can control, that does not collect your data, we actually pay you 70% of the ad revenue as a user. So you actually earn by browsing the internet.
So the users are earning. What are they going to be able to do with this BAT token that they earn? You're mentioning a little bit about tipping, so let's go into the tipping aspect.
Yeah, so with the BAT tokens that you earn, you can actually contribute them back to your favorite creators. So we have two really cool features for tipping. We have the direct tip, where if you see content you like, you see a YouTube video you like, you see a tweet you like, you see a Reddit post you like, we actually inject a little tip button next to the tweet, and you can click it, and you'll be able to send a tip directly to the the poster of that content. And we have something called auto contribute, where if you set a budget, let's say 10 BAT per month, we actually know, the browser actually knows how much time you spend on various videos and various websites, and it'll divide it evenly depending on how much time you spent on those sites. So that kind of establishes a baseline so no one falls through the cracks.
So excellent. So of course we're content creators here. We don't currently have anything set up with BAT, so how would we, or anyone watching that's a content creator, go about setting up a platform, using your platform to start gaining tips?
Yeah, so it's super, super easy. Go to creators.brave.com, and all you need to do is sign up. You don't even need to set a password. It just sends you a login link. And all you need to do is just claim your channel. So basically prove that you own a certain Twitter account, prove that you own a domain name or a YouTube channel. And you do that all through OAuth. So it's just simple as like a login through Google button, and you've basically proven ownership and you can begin receiving tips.
Okay, that sounds pretty easy enough. I guess we'll have to go set up our tipping account pretty soon after this. So. Also, we're going to go into the privacy-respecting features that Brave inherently has. You mentioned you block all third-party ads when you're using the browser. What other aspects of privacy features are in your platform?
So on Brave, we actually offer true private windows. So on Chrome, you'll open an incognito window, and it won't save your browser history, it won't save cookies, but it doesn't actually encrypt your traffic or anything like that. So your ISP can still see what you're doing. What we do is that we actually build Tor into the browser as well. So if you want, you can actually have very deep, obfuscation of your traffic through Tor right in our private windows. So that's something that we do through the browser. What we also do is that we're completely changing the digital advertising landscape. What we're trying to do is decentralize the digital ad system. Right now, when you visit a website, your IP address is logged, you have tracking cookies, there's tracking scripts, and whenever you visit a website, just to load a banner ad, your information is being sent to hundreds, if not thousands, of different data providers, and there's fragments of your profile being bidded on and traded all behind the scenes, and your privacy is being violated. There's people literally spending money on your persona. So what we do is we said, hey, all of the information to make interesting ads and relevant ads targeted to you, all of that information is already in the browser. So why should that data leave the browser? We should actually just move the logic, all the ad server, all the ad matching, onto the client itself, into your own device. So your data never has to leave, and we can still have ads that are matched relevant to you, all done client-side, all done locally. And so we achieve targeted advertising without tracking.
Okay.
So we've basically completely proven the fundamental axiom of advertising false, which is the idea that in order to target people, you must track them. That's not true.
So very interesting stuff. Now, obviously, you guys are an ERC20 token, right? So there's gas costs associated with moving these tokens around, both I would assume in platform and also out of platform. Can you just explain to me where gas costs incurred and who's covering the cost of the gas?
Yeah, so right now, let's say with tipping, right? You want to tip someone. Right now, that's all happening off-chain in order to help with scaling and with gas costs, which beginner users don't really know how to spend, and also in order to keep things directly off the main chain, or else you would basically be fingerprinting your entire browsing history on the chain immutably forever. So we're doing that off-chain right now, and the only time in which you would pay gas costs is when you remove it from the ecosystem, which is at the endpoints or the margins or the edges, where you would be doing an on-chain transaction. However, we know that doing it off-chain, might raise some concerns about decentralization. So we're working really hard right now to find a sidechain solution and a decentralized solution for off-chain. For our tipping that's off-chain, so that we can, settle on the blockchain on the main chain, maybe every month or at a certain interval, so that we can protect your privacy and also save on scaling and gas costs.
All right, sounds like you guys have a lot of work ahead of you to solve that issue. Okay, so say I'm going to withdraw some of these tokens. Is it possible, and how does that process work?
Yeah, so we're releasing that functionality right now. It's already in our developer channel. I think we have a developer channel, a beta channel, and then the stable release for everyone. So what you do is that you just go into your Brave browser, you click on Brave Rewards, and all you do is you attach an exchange account to it. So we're working right now with an exchange called Uphold.com, and with Uphold you just attach your account, and then your BAT transfers to your Uphold account, and you can withdraw it just as normal. And we're also looking at other vendors as well and other solutions. So if you don't want to have an account with Uphold, you're going to have other options as well to withdraw.
Yeah, so that's really cool. So the people that just want to earn the token and not necessarily tip it, or maybe the people that have received tips that want to actually get the stuff off the platform to spend, you can use Uphold, and soon you will have other options coming down the pipeline as well. So for those of you who don't know, Brave had an ICO, and you guys are based out of San Francisco in the US, so some of our channel covers compliance issues. Have you guys ever been contacted for that ICO, or is there any problems with the money you guys raised?
No, so we've never received any communications from the SEC, and we do everything with very, very close legal counsel from Perkins Coie. We're very, very compliant, and we really care about that. If you try to withdraw from the platform, for instance, we make sure that we comply with all AML requirements and regulations.
Okay, so that's good to know. So you are covering your bases there with the AML and the KYC compliance.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So you guys actually partnered with Coinbase, and was it the retail app on Coinbase that you guys are listed on, as well as the Coinbase Pro?
Yeah, so we're actually listed also on the Coinbase Retail, where you can just click and buy, for mainstream users. So we actually have a promotion with them, where if you go to coinbase.com/earn/BAT, you can actually earn $10 worth of BAT right into your Coinbase account if you watch a few videos about BAT and Brave that were produced by Coinbase. They're incredibly high quality, and we actually use them as learning materials for new users. So we definitely recommend that you go check that out.
All right, guys, you heard it here. You can earn $10 and then tip it directly to Crypto Live Leak, right?
Yeah. You can do that on chain, or what you can do is that you can transfer the BAT from your Coinbase wallet into your browser wallet, and then you can tip it directly to your channel.
Live Leak, right?
Yeah.
And so talk about some of the advertisers that you already have onboarded, and what type of revenue are you guys doing?
Yeah, so interestingly, Futurist itself is actually one of our advertisers. So if you've already been using Brave ads, you probably have seen Futurist ads. And what's great is that when I was working at the booth earlier, a bunch of people came up and said, hey, I learned about Futurist through Brave ads. So it's really, really working. We have, I think in the UK, we have Pizza Hut on board already flying some ads. I think we just launched a campaign with Intel Gamer Days. So we have a lot of big brands that people know. But in addition to that, we also have a lot of smaller brands and a lot of crypto, because in the traditional ad platforms, a lot of crypto products and services have been kind of pushed out, or there's this extra approval process. We're totally open to crypto and blockchain technology. So if you're one of those companies, you can come to Brave, you can advertise with us.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've tried to promote a post on Facebook, for instance, and it's been denied just because it has to do relation to cryptocurrency, even if it's an educational content piece. So you guys make that more fair for the users and the content creators too.
Yes,
Advertisers. Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, and so does the advertiser have to pay with the Brave token to place the ads, or is there any other kind of on-ramps for them to pay with?
Yeah, so you can pay for your ad campaign in BAT, so in basic attention tokens, or you can pay for it in USD, but ultimately the user is paid in BAT. So if you pay for it in USD, the USD is exchanged behind the scenes to BAT, and then it gets redistributed to our users.
Okay, very good. So we already touched on Intel Gamer Days. Do you have anything else that you want to touch on that's coming out in the future? I know you said a little bit about self-serve ad campaigns. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so if you want to run a Google ad or a Facebook ad, it's really easy. You just, you have a dashboard. So we're releasing a dashboard for anyone to advertise where you just log on and you can, run your campaign, launch it, pay for it, and that's going to be coming out hopefully within the next few months or by the end of this year. So we're super excited about that to get everyone in. And we're also bringing up more geos for our ads. So right now, let's say you're in the Netherlands, you can't, use our ads yet. We're bringing up all countries around the world by the end of this year.
Wow, thanks for all the information, Chris. I'm really glad that you came on here and gave the audience a little bit of insight into Brave and the BAT token. So tell us, where can we find more information on Brave and the BAT token? What's the websites and the links?
Yeah, so it's really easy. Just go to www.brave.com. Easy to remember. We also have the Brave app on mobile. It's on your App Store, Google Play Store, Apple App Store. And you can also check out our subreddit at BAT Project and our Twitter at Brave or Attention Token.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Chris.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care.
Awesome.